somehow I've got to turn this into some nice product photos. Let's see what we can do.
Wow, you can see it so well. Oh.
So this just arrived while I was teaching one of my online lessons. Very fast shipping. Thank you, Amazon. Let me just open it and show you what I got. I got these quite a while ago, maybe even like a year ago, I don't even know. And I didn't use them much. These are just the Faber-Castell super basically for kids watercolor pencils. And I got this at Ito-Yokado because it was just so cheap, and I was like, I want to try watercolor pencils. And it was like maybe 600 something yen. So when I first used them, I wasn't that impressed. They're not very pigmented, which is not surprising because they're for kids, basically. I wouldn't say these are artist quality at all. They're not, I'm assuming not light fast. There's no light fastness information. They're just for kids. So this is the 12 pack. But recently, the other day, I don't know what it was, but I was just like, I just want to sit in front of the TV and draw something. Well, basically I was like, I want to paint, but I don't want to get out all my paints and like 2 cups of water and like have to sit at my desk. I just want to watch TV and I want to paint. But so I just went and grabbed these, and funny story, not funny story, but I decided like last week that I was going to make a new sticker sheet and like a sticker set, and I wanted it to be all bakery themed, bakery items. So I made a list of things that I wanted to make for it, which was right here. You can't see it because maybe you can see it. And I was gonna do it in gouache, but then I went and did this baguette, which I can put in some of the video because I did record it, but I don't like this. I don't think it looks very nice. So I told myself, I'm not gonna give up, I'm just gonna repaint it. But I didn't know how or when. I was gonna do it in gouache again. But when I decided to start, you know, again, sitting in front of the TV, doing something, that's when I realized one of the easiest things to do would just be grab my watercolor pencils and a watercolor brush. I actually did grab 1 cup of water just to wash it, but I didn't think that's necessary, and a paper towel, and just whatever in front of the TV. And I thought, well, what am I gonna draw? I don't know. Why don't I try just, I don't know, practicing one of the ideas from my bakery collection set, whatever. And I started with this croissant here, which I don't know if I can even show you up close because this is a big old sketchbook. I started with this croissant and I really liked it. I was like, wow, this is fun. Initially I just started, because I don't have any colors, right? With the 12 colors. I didn't have any colors. Only the 12 set. Basically I started with a sketch in the brown. And, oh, sorry. Knocked you. I started with a sketch in the brown. And then I did the main color with orange and lightly orange and then yellow layered on top. And then once I blended that out, I was like, well, how do I add shadows? Because these do not layer particularly well, and they're not pigmented very much. You can't layer them as you draw very much at all. So I ended up just taking this and going like this and doing that. And then to mix, I mixed it right on the page. I didn't even use a palette. To make it slightly darker, I used the black. I don't know, that just felt like it would work. I didn't feel like I had enough colors to mix my own, like, nice deep brown. So I just used black to, and it was fine, look, it's fine. And so I was like, I really like that, that was fun. I'm just gonna do everything. I didn't even sketch any of this out. I literally just went straight in with the brown for all of these and followed the same process. Brown sketch, orange and yellow, blend it out, and then add shading. And this is what I came up with. So this is most of it, and then I did a cinnamon roll. And then this one I did later. I did this one yesterday, which is not part of the collection. It's not on the sticker sheet. I figured if I wanted to do a donut, but I didn't want to do frosting because one, my limited color palette, also this was cream paper, so if I were to add white, I would have to use gouache or something. I didn't want to do that. So I just went and did this little donut, cake donut, I guess it is. I also didn't want to put it on the sheet or in the set because I was afraid it would, like, you wouldn't be able to tell, is it a donut, is it a bagel? I think this looks like a donut, but it's not part of the sticker sheet, though I might include it in the set. I don't know, I might make this a sticker. For now, I have one successful die cut sticker set. I was able to get multiples of each, except they did not cut cleanly because my silhouette, I don't know if I need a new auto bleed or what, but as you can see, I might give this as a freebie, but I don't think I'll have people pay money for it because I could trim it, but this is like scuffed up enough that I don't know if I'd make people pay for it. This one's fine. I could just cut that off. But yeah, so that's the backstory behind why I decided to buy a larger set of colored pencils, watercolor pencils. And for Christmas, I have on my Christmas list, I want artist quality or like student quality and anything but kid quality. I don't know, kids are students, but you know what I mean. Or kids can be students. But I put on my Christmas list for this year, so I'm not about to go buy myself something if I don't know if I will get it for Christmas or not. So I just decided to expand with these cheap ones. But like, it's cute, right? Those were cute. I showed you the die cuts. Let me show you the sticker sheet. It came out cute. It did take like a little bit of editing, like I upped the contrast a little bit, but not very different from anything else I would do with like my gouache or anything. So this is the sticker sheet. Again, I had problems with my silhouette, so I only have 2 at the moment. I think it's cute. And I made a card as well. I printed it on a postcard, like this exact pattern, just moving it a little bit so it fits this way better, because there's none of this. Because I figured it could be a nice postcard or greeting card. I have it hanging on my wall. I will probably put one up on my shop. That would be really cute, I think. I like it on my wall. So basically my point is, I was pleasantly surprised with what I was able to do with these cheap. They're not good. They're not good, but like, they're fun. And I did make something that I feel really confident about selling. So I would say this was what, like 600 yen, like $6. Definitely worth it. And this, I was surprised because I actually went back to Ito-Yokado yesterday to compare the price on Amazon Japan versus in Ito-Yokado, which is a department store. Because I remember there were larger sets in addition to, like when I went and bought this one. I was shocked. It was like 1,200 yen more expensive, so like $12 more expensive. I keep saying bucks, like dollars, but the dollar's actually a lot stronger than the yen at the moment. So actually I used my American debit card because that's what I use with my Amazon account, and it was only like $11, almost $12, like $11.75 or something in USD to get this entire set. Whereas it was almost 2,800 yen, so 2,800 something yen with tax in Ito-Yokado. So I was like, what the heck? So it was like 1,600 yen on Amazon with tax. So I've been talking enough about why I got this. Let's move this because it's getting in the way. And I'm going to open this up. I will not have time to play with these today because I have to go to work soon. Open them up. I want to see. I'm a little nervous about the condition. Ooh, ASMR? Is that a nice sound? They did come, as you saw, in this, no padding or anything, and this is just a tin. But these are also very firm pencils, so I'm gonna check this heck. If they're broken, it's like, I guess it's whatever. I did notice this sticker was on some of the ones at Ito-Yokado, so coloriage, coloriage. So this is, I guess, a free download for like a adult coloring book page. That's cool. This one does come with a namespace, but I don't think I'm gonna write my name on any of these. This is a nice tin though. Let's see. My sticker sheets. The corners. Ooh, look at that. Wow. I'm excited to try the gold, though I doubt it's metallic. I almost went and bought some gold watercolor, just like a pan, I guess it was. It was like in a round thing. I don't know. I went to Sekaido the art supply store yesterday. But I resisted. I didn't want to do more research on what's good or not. They do come with this. This one also came with the same brush. I have no use for it. I'm gonna shove it to the side. Now I have two. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I should keep it in there just so, oh no, I've lost it. I put it in my cup. It's gone. It's gone to the void. Yeah, because they do sometimes move around a little bit, but I'm excited to try out all these colors. Let's see I mean, there's a lot missing, but like, I am most excited for the varieties of brown and the fact that I can make skin tones. So I don't know if I will end up doing portraits with these because they just don't look great. They're not that pigmented. But I think on toned paper, like my cream paper, or possibly if I can manage to do watercolor on my toned gray paper, the Strathmore toned gray sketchbook, it might look a lot better. So yeah, a lot more variety, even some dark browns, which is nice because this will be easier to mix than just adding black. And I was not confident mixing, like I said, mixing darker browns for my bakery set. So yeah, maybe I'll record a drawing with this, we'll see. Hello. I thought I'd just come on and film something for a little bit. I just got home from work. Sunday nights tend to be my like shopping day since I have Mondays off. And I just couldn't help myself. I filmed something the other night. It was this. I don't know if I'm gonna put any of that in the video. I might, but I'm not that happy with it, to be honest. I just got really frustrated with the skin. I don't know if it's showing. Yeah, you can probably see it pretty well, actually. It's so blotchy, and it's not at all the color that I wanted it to be. I kept trying to blend different colors, but I don't know, these Cydia markers in particular. Let me show them. Oops, I hit the thing. Like these ones, the illustration alcohol markers. For one, maybe 2 layers, they're great, like as a base layer, but every time I tried to blend, I don't know if you could see because I tried to fix it, it would lift the color around it. So you'd see like a, sort of like how watercolor gets. It doesn't look as bad as it did before, but even here you can see how blotchy it is. So, not the biggest fan of these anymore. Even though the colors are probably my favorite, they're not that great for layering. So, I thought I'd go back to Daiso and see what I can find there. So, I could just, buy some more ofukus. This was on sale for Black Friday with the B set. This is the A set, and the B set is like green writing here. But the B set was not available on its own as a Black Friday sale. You'd have to buy it full price. So I was like, firstly, that's not worth it. Secondly, it doesn't even have all like the colors I feel like I'm lacking. So really I just want good in-between shades, like paler shades, which I think a lot of people feel when they start getting into markers, alcohol markers in particular, because a lot of them are just really dark. And I wanted some good like transition shades or shades that I could actually layer. And I thought I'd go pick up the palest things I could find at Daiso that I didn't have already. So I do have my swatch sheet here, and I actually have a picture I keep on my phone, so I know which ones I have. And then like these are the Cydia ones, and these are all the Daiso ones that I have. You can't even see the powdered pink. So like, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll swatch them right now. And what I went into today, not that there was much of a selection, but I went into it thinking, because with these alcohol markers, I still want to do all these Final Fantasy characters. I'm definitely going to redo Reno. That was just like basically I had an old commission that I did like 2 years ago, and I just traced the liner of that. I used like my laptop as a light box, and that wasn't recorded at all. And I didn't actually really like how it turned out. I just wanted to practice a bit more and like test out the paper in my open sketchbook, in particular this one. So like I went and did Aerith. Let me not knock the camera. And I really enjoyed this. Again, it's not perfect. I don't like the line art that much. Like, if you look at it from certain angles, it's okay, but it's kind of off center. Like her chin, like I guess I didn't wait long enough for this to dry. This was, I'm pretty sure, the Sakura Micron pigment liner in 05. And I just did not wait long enough apparently. So down at her chin and on her neck, yeah. So I have some things I wish I could improve, but also I really didn't have anything good to shade her jacket with as well, so I feel like that's a bit strange. So like things that I wanted, like this pink is very vibrant. I don't think it matched the color scheme I was going for. Luckily with hair, I really love those Cydia like tan, beige, brown markers for hair. They're so good. It just did not blend well. You can even see some grossness here. I don't know if you can see. Maybe I'll zoom in. I don't know. It's just patchy and gross in it. I don't know. Not liking that. But the Daiso one's totally fine. But her skin is very pale here because I just didn't feel like I had any good skin, like things to, like a good base that wasn't so light. This is the powder pink. Of course I wanted the powder pink for like the highlights basically, and then this is the, what is that, the Signo gel pen? I have it here actually, I put it here. This is, I don't know if this is it. I don't think it is. Is it? No, this is a Pilot Juice. Where did I put it? Oh, this one. The Uniball Signo white gel pen. This is. See, I have so many white gel pens. I just keep trying them all. But this one is thebomb.com. This is so good. So that for the whitest whites. And like it's okay if I'm doing super pale skin and like with a lot of highlights to make it super pale. But even this I feel like is a little too pale. Anyways, I just didn't feel like I had enough to blend with. So yeah, basically I went into Daiso 1 thinking in general find some paler colors, especially transition colors, or things that I could layer on the base and then darken up later. But also my next character, I would like to do Reno again, but I don't know if he'll be next. My next character is going to be Rufus, and so using the reference image that I picked out, I figured I'd find some additional colors that I don't already have that might help me out. So I started with the yellows because he has blonde hair. I'm hoping this isn't too fluorescent. Let's see. Yeah. yeah, but even so, I'm hoping I can tone it down, because he has pretty pale white hair. And then I got this mostly for the light indigo color. This is light indigo, or sorry, light indigo, yeah, and powder blue, but I mostly got it for the indigo because his like pockets, like the color accents of his jacket and stuff, is like a light purple color, so we'll see how this turns out. And then for more skin-ish colors, I thought baby pink might work, and then I could always, like I said, use a lighter pink, because I have some light pinks in here. That one's a little too vibrant, but yeah, lighter pinks, not just everything fluorescent, so we'll see how that looks. Before I swatch those, I did also go and pick up a Sakura Pigma fine liner. Well, it's a sign pen, I guess. Well, they call it a sign pen. I don't know if you can find like the exact ones, like these ones, or if this is like the old style, because this is pretty old. But this is a 05, and in the Shachihato ones that I have, which I haven't been able to find, the art line ones, these are great, but I only have a 0.5 and a 0.1 because my 0.3 dried out, unfortunately. So I was like, I need an in-between, so I got a 0.3. I think this is the new, like, it doesn't say micron on it, it says Pigma, but like I have not seen anything that looks exactly like this here. Maybe I haven't looked. Well, it just says Pigma, but it doesn't say micron, right? So I don't know if they just got rid of the micron. I don't know. I haven't been looking for fine liners since I was in like high school. But let's open this up before we get to swatching the markers, because we have to do that. So it's blue now. And micropigment ink for waterproof and fade-proof lines. It says micron here, it just doesn't say on this package, does it? So I guess this is just the new design. I kind of like this better. But I guess it's the same. And it is archival, so it must be the same thing. This was actually cheaper. I almost got the Stettler fine liner instead of this one until I found this one in the sign pen section. Which, if you don't know what a sign pen is, it's like a category of pens that, in Japan, that people like sign their names with and stuff. So yeah, it says sign pen here. But it does say for comics, obviously, or for illustrations here. So obviously it's the same one, and it is archival and waterproof. It's water-based, but waterproof. So yeah, this must be what I needed. This was cheaper though. In the Stettler one, this one was 220 yen. The Stettler one was 280 yen without tax. So this was 220 with tax. So that was, this is cheaper. It's quite a bit cheaper. But I haven't tried the Stettler ones. I just knew that I like this one. So I got another one. But it's not gonna fit in my box. No! Can I close it? I can't close it. Which one should I banish? I don't know. Which one of you is going to the shadow realm? Maybe I'll just put one on the other side. I don't need 2.5s, right? Oh god, I don't know if it'll close. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, and I also use this kneaded eraser when I erase my pencil. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go and swatch some of these and add them to our swatch sheet. I should have kept out that micron pen. I'll use this. So let's start with the pink. then the baby pink. I'm actually gonna get rid of this so I have a harder surface. It's cute, but I don't need it right now. Let's say Daiso. I just write IL for illustration, and this is pink. Just pink. It's just pink, right? Yeah, just pink. Let's do the brush nib. Ah, that was hard to open. Oh no! It's fine and broad. It's not brush. They didn't have a brush then. It's only fine. These ones are brush. Just these ones are fine. Dang it. Well, I can still use them. So that's a lot paler than the ones I had to use for Eric's bow. I see how it dries, but I can already tell it's lighter. Then, I can't believe I didn't notice this. I didn't know they came in fine tip. But I swear this was the only one. It was kind of low. There was some, I know that wasn't the full range that was there. Let's do this. What is this? Baby pink. Oh, it's hardly showing up. That's Daiso IL Baby Pink. Oh, that's cute though. It's like a nice pale pink. This one's almost dry. Okay, cute. I like it. Let's do the blues now. So we'll say Daiso IL Powder Blue. ASMR. I've been talking over it, so it's not very nice. Alright, so these are definitely brushed. That came off really easy. I hope it's not dried up. I don't know why the other one was so hard to get off. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's also pretty light. This is the light indigo. Daiso illustration, light indigo. And this is Copic marker paper and a little sketchbook. So when I did my Yuffie in, that also came off easier. Maybe the other ones were just more difficult to get off. That's, I think, probably pretty perfect. It's gonna dry probably a little bit lighter, but it's probably perfect for Rufus. It looks a little darker on camera, I think. But that's actually pretty good. Then we have two more. We have the honey yellow and the Indian yellow. So we'll say Daiso IL honey yellow. And I'll have to do Indian yellow on the other side. This is still, it's very juicy. The Daiso markers are juicy. Like even juicier than my Ohuhus. This is the honey yellow. That's Winnie the Pooh. That's very bright. Not thinking, I don't know if I'll be using these for Rufus. Maybe the pale lemon, but that's still kind of fluorescent. And this is the Indian yellow. Let's do that on another line. I know this is not the prettiest swatch sheet. Okay. Oh, that's like deep. That's like an actual real, like judging from this, I was like, that's not an Indian yellow. That looks like an Indian yellow. Like that's a much deeper color. That's like a, I don't know, all I can think is it's a pea yellow, like a very dehydrated pea yellow, but that's what Indian yellow is, so I guess that's good. I mean, that's how it was, and maybe, I don't know if they still make it that way, but it's cow pea. Anyway, sorry, that is Indian yellow, and this looks like cow pea, so this looks like a pretty accurate Indian yellow. And this is still wet. These are dry, but this one's still wet. That was very juicy. So yeah, this is what they look like. I know this is not the, I don't have ring lights or anything. I just have a desk lamp. So hopefully you can see that. I think this will be pretty good for Rufus, but I don't know what the other ones. Baby pink, I'm actually really liking. I think that would be a really good like base skin color to layer on top of. I just hope that these layer a lot better than the Cydia ones. You can even kind of see they're kind of splotchy here, not gonna lie. They're super juicy, like even juicier than this one. And they actually bleed a lot, the Cydia ones. Whereas the Daiso ones don't bleed all that much. So I definitely prefer the Daiso ones, I think. Well, I like the color selection more for sure with the Cydia ones. Like, I just love these colors. They're not that great if you... Like, one layer maybe. But not for layering. See, look how juicy that was. It bled all the way through. Okay, so currently I have these 6 new ones. And then just to review... These are all my 100 yen markers. So these are 50 yen each, technically. So these are the Cydia ones. These round ones. They're okay. I think these are the 2 warm gray, like warm gray and cool gray. I do like these colors quite a lot. These ones. So I don't know how they, I mean, I'm assuming they layer similarly, and it's just, I haven't tried. But I love these colors. I'm just quite disappointed. I'm gonna stop filming? I'm gonna stop filming now. Actually, I don't really know what maybe this is old packaging, the Fluency markers, because I only saw a couple of them at Daiso today. So I don't know if they even sell these black ones anymore. But yeah, this is the Airy Pink and Pink Ochre. Airy Pink is even darker than Baby Pink. I really like Baby Pink. I think Baby Pink is probably my favorite from all of this, because I can see it being for lighter skin tones. Or really, it's not too pink. It is pink, but it's not like fluorescent pink. That makes you look like you have rosacea or something, which I can say because I have rosacea. And the powder pink I still can't even see on here, so that's clearly the lightest pink. You really need to layer it. Genuinely, I don't know how this got through testing. You cannot see this, right? You can only see it when it's wet. Anyways, I want to stop filming. I need to go like shower and go to bed because it's not even that late, but I'm gonna like sit in bed. Probably not draw, but I might draw tomorrow. I only got this because it says pumpkin on it. Pumpkin yellow. It is a very nice pumpkin color. I should draw a pumpkin with it. Though the Ohuhu set also has pumpkins. Anyways, I'm not gonna get any... You can tell how tired I am. I'm not gonna get any expensive alcohol markers as much as I... Or like not dollar store alcohol markers. As much as I really want to. I put them on my Christmas list. It's too close to Christmas. If by like after my birthday, which is in January, I don't get gifted any markers, then I will probably try to invest in more because I really enjoy using them. It's a much different style than what I go for with gouache, but it I used to like to draw this kind of style, like really, what's the word, like characters and stuff. Like, I don't think my current style is super realistic. It's not like hyper realism or anything, but I like drawing characters and stuff, and I feel like alcohol markers really work for that. Whereas I've tried drawing or like painting characters, and I'm sure you can do it, but I don't think the medium suits the style particularly well unless you, like, if you want to copy the original style. So, I really like alcohol markers, and I want to practice with them more. And if I get many more, I'm going to need a new pencil case. Ooh, this is very full. I don't think I could fit even 2 more in here. So I guess I better start buying them for now. City ones are on the bottom. They're in timeout. We'll see if I banish them to the shadow realm. Anyways, I said it already. I'm gonna go.